Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Breeders' Cup Friday preview show at Del Mar. So there are a total of 10 races on this Friday at Del Mar. On Saturday, Breeders' Cup Day, there will be a total of 12, with a lot of excitement to see in the race. This definitely was not easy to print out. It was 29 pages for the Friday one. Saturday, I have it right here. This one was 59 pages. So, not very cheap to print out. But anyways, moving into the program, the first race is a 6.5 furlong optional claiming event, non-winners of 1. A small enough field of 9 go to post. My top pick will be the number 7, Captivating Boy. Last time out at Santa Anita on the 5th of October, 6 furlongs in a time of 109. Came in second by 2 3/4 lengths. Before that, on the turf at Ellis Park, we'll forget about because turf has nothing to do with dirt. 5.5 furlongs at Churchill Downs on the 28th of June. In a $32,000 claiming race. Put up 103 and 1 by a length going away. So I think that the $40,000 mark might be a good spot for this horse. My second pick will be the number 1 Vlahos, I believe. 5th of October, 6 furlongs, 109 in an optional claiming race, and came in way off. The problem with that race was that this horse was tracked too wide and faded, but if we look at Santa Anita in March, this horse went out at 6.5 and 115, which is blazing. It's supersonic speeds practically in a $65,000 maiden race, and came in by 4.5 lengths. First time starter, and broke the maiden 2 at that time. So I think that was just a bad day. Anyways, moving on into the second race. Already 10% of the way through the program. 5 furlongs on the turf in the Senator Ken Maddie Stakes, $200,000. Fillies and mares 2 and up. My top selection in this field of 7, I believe, yes, a field of 7, will be the favorite morning line, number 6, Kissed by Fire. 5 furlongs on the turf at Del Mar on the 2nd of September. In 56 seconds, and that was an optional claiming race of 80,000. 56 is also a very fast time, but as I was looking through today's and Fridays and Saturdays programs, I noticed that the turf times are, for some reason, faster than dirt times. I don't understand why exactly, but it's definitely something that I haven't really learned yet, but I'll eventually learn why that is. Anyways, Kissed by Fire, the number 6, went out at Del Mar, 56 seconds in 5 furlongs, an optional claiming of 8,000, non-winners of 2. Won that one. And my second pick will be number 4, Twirling Candy. We'll forget about the dirt race at Keeneland. Look at Saratoga, 5.5 furlongs in 101. That doesn't seem right at all. 5.5 in 101. That's way too fast, in my opinion, but that was in I have no idea what that stakes race is, but it was for $150,000 on the 12th of July. Won it by 3/4 of a length in 101 and 4. How exactly? Did they start from the 5 furlong gate or something? But I'm lost. I don't know how that horse put up 101. She was just blazing along. Anyways, third race. Golden State Juvenile Fillies Stakes, $175,000 for Golden State Series eligible California bred or California sired fillies, 2-year-olds. So basically Cal-bred fillies that are 2-year-olds. My top selection will be Pavel is Appealing. On the 2nd of September at Del Mar, this horse put up 111 for 6 furlongs in the maiden breaker. Put up a speed figure of 84. Workouts aren't too bad. Doug O'Neill is the trainer. Had a bullet on the 27th of October for 5 furlongs and 59. Anyways, my second pick will be Thirsty Mama. On the 4th of October, it's Santa Anita. 6.5 furlongs and 118 in a $50,000 optional claiming race. She came in second by a length and a quarter. Now gets the addition of blinkers, so maybe staying focused with the blinkers, looking forward, would make her run a little faster. So we'll see how that works out. So for me, it'll be 4 and 2 in the third. Moving on into the fourth race. Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance Stakes, $200,000 for 2-year-olds. This is going to be a mile on the turf. My top selection will be the number 14 out of a field of 18. This horse went out in the Zuma Beach Stakes and put up 134 for a mile. That was a speed figure of 91 on the turf, so we'll see how it plays out in the future. My apologies, I'm just composing a message. Anyways, but my second pick will be the number 1 Sabretooth, so basically the inside and outside runners. This horse came in by a neck away from winning in third in the Zuma Beach. So that's pretty much it. 134 was the time, so 14 and 1 for me. Sounds like a football play, although it would be rather 1st and 14. Or a football yardage thing. Next, this Golden State Juvenile Stakes for 7 furlongs in the 5th race. Another one of these. This one is for the boys. So my top pick will be the number 3, R. Heisman. We'll forget about the Zuma Beach Stakes. That was on the turf. On the 8th of September, 7 furlongs in the Del Mar Futurity. 1:23 was the winning time. That was a grade 1 race. This horse came in 5th by 9.5 lengths. Of course, though, that was a graded stakes race. This is a listed stakes race. We look at the graduation at 5.5 furlongs. This horse went away and won it. So we'll see how it plays out for our Heisman. This horse also ran in the Everett Nevin, came in second to Drop I remember that race too, clearly. I was there for that. My second pick will be a shot in the dark almost, but it's the Gypsy Cowboy, who's a first-time gelding. Ran on the I'm Smokin' Stakes at Del Mar for $100,000, came in 4th by 4 3/4 lengths, put up a time of 1:10 as the winning time by 4 lengths, so not too bad, but the gelding thing is definitely going to make the horse run faster, hopefully, so we'll see how he does. Moving on to the 6th race, the first Breeders' Cup race, which is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. $1 million for 2-year-olds, post time 2:45 p.m. Pacific. My top selection will be the number 10, Governor Sam. Ran at Keeneland on the 6th of October in the Indian Summer Listed Stakes for $250,000, won by a neck. And this year has won all the races he's been entered to, aside from one at Gulfstream in May. Has been hitting consistent speed figures of around the mid-80s and 190. So we'll see how the sprint works out for Governor Sam. Then we move over to my top selection, if I can find it here, or my second selection, who is Out on Bail. Went out on the 6th of October at Keeneland in 5.5 furlongs. Also in the Indian Summer, came in second. In the last 2 starts, lost to Governor Sam both those times. But then went at Saratoga on the 16th of October in the Skidmore and won by a head in 1:05. So the extra 2 seconds is a little bit too much, a little faster than what this horse is used to seeing, but 5 furlongs might be good enough. If he'll break early enough, he'll get there in time and destroy the rest of the field. So anyways, moving on into the 7th race, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. $2 million, 2-year-olds and upward. Or just 2-year-olds, excuse me. My top selection will be the number 3, Immersive. Went out on the 4th of October at Keeneland at 1 1/16 in the Alice Bayed Stakes. Well, all 3 of this horse's starts She's 1. Maiden at 100,000 at a sprint, then 7 furlongs on an off track in the spinaway, and 7 furlongs and 125, and then on the 4th of October, 1/16 in 144. So good times and hasn't lost a race yet. So it's undefeated, 3 for 3. My second pick will be Lacara. Currently on 2-win streak. Went out at Saratoga at 7 furlongs and 123 and won there. Then at Churchill Downs at a mile and 137. That's a slow track at Churchill Downs, so 137 makes sense. In the Pocahontas, grade 3. And won by 3/4 of a length. 8th race, 1 mile on the turf, Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf for $1 million, so another juvenile race. This is at just a mile. My top selection will be the number 4, Scythian. Went out the last 2 times in New York, one at one at Aqueduct, and the other one at Saratoga, both at mile and a 16th. Won both those races. 143 was by a head at Saratoga, and 142 the Miss Grillo Grade 2 Stakes by 2.5 lengths. So has put up good times and good winning margins too that are good enough to get into the winner's circle, even though you can win in a photo finish or a dead heat and be in the winner's circle. My second selection will be the favorite, number 7, Thought Process. Went out a mile last time in the Surfer Girl Stakes, put up 134, won by 4.5 lengths at Santa Anita on the 6th of October on a firm track. This field is a field of 17, so another big field. Next one is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile at a mile and a 16th. For colts and geldings, 2-year-olds. My top selection will be the number 1, East Avenue. Went out in the Breeders' Futurity Grade 1 at Keeneland at a mile and a 16th. Put up 143 and won by 5.25 lengths. So pretty much ran away with the entire race there. My second selection will be the number 6, Citizen Bull. Went out at Santa Anita at a mile and a 16th in the American Pharaoh. Put up a 100 speed figure, flat 100, as a time of 144, and won by 2 lengths. Some of these other horses have never run in the U.S., like, for example, the 8 and 9. They've never run in the U.S., nor has the 3. So we'll see how they do going, turning the other way in a race. Last race, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf for $1 million, colts and geldings. My top selection in this field will be the number 11, who's at 5-2 morning line. Nuke Century. Never ran in America, but ran it in Woodbine, so technically still North America, just not in the United States. Ran in the Summer Grade 1 and won by 1.25 lengths. Put up 132 for the winning time, which is an amazing time. That's very fast. My second selection will be the number 5, Zulu Kingdom. Went out on a yielding track and a firm track in New York. Belmont was the yielding track. Put up 148 in the Pilgrim Grade 2, won by a neck. At Saratoga, he ran out in 141 on 1/16th in the WNC Grade 3. I don't know what that is, but also won by a neck there. So fast times and good winning margins-ish. A neck isn't really that much, especially if you're a bettor and you're just praying that the neck victory did go to him. Anyways, that'll tidy up the information that you need to know for Breeders' Cup Friday. Hopefully my picks do influence you in betting. I hope you have fun at the Breeders' Cup. I wish I was attending, but one day I will attend the Breeders' Cup, and that'll be probably a yearly thing that I'll do if I'm not working at a track that runs during the Breeders' Cup. In the meantime, I wish you best of luck. Look out for the Saturday information that you'll need to know, or if you want to see it. That'll come out sometime in the coming future. In the meantime, this is Matt Krikorian. Good luck.